Hoping you're doing good, guys. Leo nataka niwafunze strategy. Some people have been asking for that strategy. It's an over three strategy, okay? So I'll teach you, make sure you follow up to the end. We'll be using the candlestick analysis and it has a very good win rate. That's what we use most of the time in our live trading session. So the first thing, we'll go to our volatilities. We'll just shift to the volatilities with the 1S so that we may get good. Okay, normally mi natumiaga volatilities ziko na 1s kwa strategy zangu zote. Kwa time frame kama kawaida tunaweka 1 minute like that, and then the indicators will be using 3 indicators. I'll be going as fast as possible to avoid this video being long. So the first indicator tunaweka mark, that is the moving average channel. The second indicator kama kawaida tunaweka mark D, okay, like that. And then once you have done that, we'll not put any other indicator, but you can add the CCI. Let's just use the CCI to confirm our trend strength, like that. So the first thing, whenever you want to trade the over three strategy, first of all, I said that the candlesticks have got nothing to do with the digits that are being generated, because the only thing that you want to look at here is that structure, the structure and the point of interest or the zones of interest. So as you can look in this moving average channel, we have two lines. The first line, we call it the moving average line, and then this line, we call it the signal line, and then they form something we call the channel, okay? So whenever the candlesticks are within this channel, you can't trade. Don't trade with whenever the candlestick is within this channel, because that market will be consolidating. Okay, now we are done with that. So we'll be trading whenever the candlestick is below this signal line, okay? Yes, because we call this the resistance area, and the red candlestick or the falling candlestick normally uses that zone to push itself downward. So make sure the candlestick that is currently forming is not touching this orange line to avoid something we call a reversal, okay? Yeah, and make sure it's going down with momentum. That's the first thing that we'll be looking at. Another thing, make sure your candlestick has got a big body to show that momentum, okay? To show that momentum and the volume. We are done with that. Let's go to the MACD. The MACD has got three parts, so we'll only be interested in this part we call the histogram. So make sure your histogram is dark red in color and it's big. It's big, and make sure it's dark red in color. And then you go to our commodity channel index. We call it the CCI. The CCI should point downward and should be within a negative value, because when you look at this CCI, you can see that it has got three parts or four. We have this CCI line, we have this upper dotted line, we call it the overbought, and then you have this lower dotted line, we call it the oversold. So I'll just come here, let me just show you. I want to show you something. So it's normally separated with zero. We have this line here, 0, 0, 0. So this zero separates the positive from the negative. So I'll just put it here like that. I'll just put it like that, but just know it starts from zero. So make sure that your negative, your CCI is pointing downward, and it's within this negative value, but it should not pass the oversold, because there may be something called the reversal. That's what we avoid. So you come here, let me just remove this. Okay, yeah, so that's what I want whenever you want to trade the over three. Yes, so we'll be looking at our entry points. I said that whenever you're looking for our entry points in the volatilities, we don't look it, kuna zile tunaangaliaga difference, zingine tunaangalia different. So whenever you go to volatility 10, 1S, 25, 1S, 50, 1S, 75, 1S, and 100, you'll be looking at the second digit after the decimal here, 4, 4, 5, 3. And then whenever you look at the 15 1s, 30 1s, and 90 1s, you'll be looking at the third digit after the decimal point, okay? Yes, so let's look for a market, and then we enter the particular market. So let's look, let me just pause so that I may get a market, and then we enter. Okay, so we have this market, so it's 15 honest. We'll just come here, 15 honest. We'll just go for 3 runs over, and we'll go for over 3, over, and then over 3 like that. We'll be going with a stake of 8. Let's just it be like that, and then we'll be looking at our entry point. So we'll be going for over 3. So let's wait for an entry point. That's one we have entered. The first run is a win. The second run is a loss. The third run is a win. The fourth run is a loss, so you're waiting for recovery, and then we stop the bot like that. So we went for 4 runs, 2 losses. So let's look for another market because this market is good. Let's go with that one. The first run is a win. The second run is a win. The third run is a loss. We are waiting for a recovery. Fourth run, a loss. Fifth run is a loss. Tumeenda runs mingi sana, but all in all, at least now you've seen how this market is behaving. Yes. So the candlestick should be below and not touching it. So let's try again. Let's look for a market. Let me just see how this market is behaving, and maybe I look for an entry point. So that's 3. We are looking for an entry. That's 1. That's 0. Another 0. Let's enter. The first run is a win. We'll be going for 3 runs. The second run is a win. The third run is a win. Okay, our account currently is at $113. So let's wait for another entry. Another entry. Let's go. The first run a win kwa 8. The second run hapo tumeenda loss, recovery hapo kwa 9, and then ya mwisho to stop the bot. Our current account iko plus 19 USD. Yes, usiogopa ukipatana na loss. You just embrace it and then you look for another opportunity. So let's look tuone kama tutapata market ingine. Tuko over 3. Tuko kwa over 3 and we are looking for a market maybe. Maybe we'll find one opportunity. Okay, let's go to 25 1s. Tuteremke chini tuende kwa 30. Tukikosa well and good, but make sure you use this strategy, it's working. Ina work vizuri sana. So let's go to 75. Yeah, never ever worry about maybe making a loss. Everything will be well as long as you observe and you trade according to your okay. So tumekosa market, but all in all at least you have seen that the strategy is working as long as unaangalia what you're doing. So that's all. Have a good day.